Welcome to DeFi Crypto, today's crypto daily news. All right, so let's go back to this. All right, so as always, don't forget to subscribe or to follow our Twitter account. It's at DeFi Crypto T for latest updates on what's going on our YouTube channel and for interesting stuff that I retweet on a daily basis. All kinds of crypto news. I mean, the market might be down, but the news never stop coming, okay? There's thousands and thousands of news items just in crypto every day. It's fantastic. This shows you that a lot of people are building stuff constantly. Whether the market is bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter whether we're in a recession or not. Things are happening, and it's good to keep an eye on this because opportunities arise during bear markets. Remember that, okay? The best opportunities come at that time. It's the time to look for stuff that is going to be at the best possible price, okay? All right. And also, don't forget to follow us on our Discord server, where you can have lively discussions with other people that are member of our Discord. We managed to double the number of Discord followers in the last few weeks, which is great, and we want to keep on expanding so that it's more fun to chat with people in here. Don't look, you've got questions, whatever, post them here. See, this is me here. I'm going to answer your questions. Now, do be careful. I'm going to show you, I talked about that yesterday, but I'm going to repeat that today. Make sure that if anybody that pretends to be DeFi Crypto.today is really me, okay? The number after my handle should be 1948. If it's anything else than that, it's a scammer. And you should block them. Don't block me, block the scammers. So if they don't say 1948, they're bad, okay? We had some guy who pretended to be recently, so that's why I'm warning you about this, okay? But do join us and post your questions here. You can also DM me if you prefer. But, if you think your question might help other people, well, post it directly in the general chat or any of the other channels we've got here. And somebody's going to answer, and most likely I will answer. I answer almost absolutely everybody. All right. And same thing here. If you prefer to DM me on Twitter, you can. And I usually answer. All right. So what's going on? There's a lot of stuff happening in the NFT world. And Shopify, I don't know if you're familiar with Shopify, but it's the largest online shopping cart application environment. It's huge now. $1 billion company from Canada. And it's becoming the standard for people that want to sell stuff online. And they're very, very excited about crypto and NFTs and so on. So right now, they're making NFT-gated storefronts. It's a new feature for brands that are looking to make their store more exclusive. So they've got new things here. You can see this tweet, so we look at it a little bit closer. They've got all kinds of things, and this is unrelated but interesting as well. You can download an app, okay, that will allow your Twitter to display products that you have on your Shopify store. Okay, so when people look at your Twitter, they're gonna see your products right here. Right? Isn't that fun? And what they've got as well as this stuff here. It says the token gated experiences. Build stronger communities around your brand and reward your people by unlocking exclusive shopping experience. Think limited edition merchandise drops, discounts, and much more. And here they're using the Doodle, for instance. Okay. As an example, Doodle's got his own store and his or her own store. I don't know if male or female. And they have their own shopping experience enhanced by NFTs on Shopify, which is quite interesting. So there's a lot of cool stuff. For those that are interested in the Twitter thing, go to the Shopify App Store and you can add the app. Okay, and this way, if you already have a Shopify store, you can go there and connect it to your Twitter. Isn't that neat? So, and if you don't have a Shopify store, well, why aren't you having a Shopify store? I'm not sponsored by Shopify, but it's really a cool place. And in my opinion, it's probably the best place to build a store. And you can also receive payment in crypto. They accept crypto for payment as well. So it's pretty neat. All right, next item. So, what's going on? The Bank of England deputy governor says that the crypto crash that we're experiencing right now offers opportunities. Okay, the people that will survive this crash very likely will become the future Amazons and eBays of the world. Okay, it says here, John Conlife, the Deputy Governor of the Bank of England, likened the current crypto market crash to the dot-com crash of the late 1990s. I went through that also, I'm that old. And suggested that the survivors could evolve into the Amazons and the eBays of tomorrow. A lot of companies went, but the technology did not go away. Okay, that's what's nice about this. Although a lot of companies failed, you have to understand that most of them are experiments. Okay, so what's happening is that welcome everybody. I'll check your comments and questions in a few minutes. So a lot of companies that are building in the crypto market will fail, and that's normal. Okay, it's like any business environment. You start a business, chances are it's going to fail. About 80 to 90% of all businesses that start fail within a year or within a couple of years. Okay, and that's normal. That's to be expected, and that's why I keep telling people to manage their risk. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because, especially in new projects, simply because most of the time they will fail. What's interesting though is that they are experimenting, they are trying new things, and some of those new things will last and others will not. And we're looking at what's going to last. Okay, there's going to be innovations, going to be a lot of new ideas and new processes and all kinds of new projects and new products that are going to be coming. And gradually it's going to evolve into a more mature market. Okay, and the people that are working at building this now, and if they manage to survive the recession and the market crisis we're experiencing, chances are they're going to be giant companies later. And that's what the bank, governor of the bank, the deputy governor of the Bank of England is talking about. It says those that survive the Amazons and the eBays turn out to be the dominant players. Conlife also discussed the Bank of England's current thinking about stable coins and central bank digital currencies, the CBDCs. In April 2021, the Bank of England launched a task force to explore the potential of a CBDC. And I've said that one issue being investigated is whether to create an independent CBDC with an on and off ramp to fiat, or something that is flexible enough to be used in private stablecoins. That could be interesting. The Bank of England could create a CBDC that could be used as backing for private stablecoins. Imagine that. Of course, there's going to be a ton of regulations, and it's going to be centralized and whatnot. But imagine if you create a new something like a USDC, but it would be for a British pound in this case, GBDC, I don't know, and the coin is actually backed by the Bank of England. That could be neat. That could be neat. It could be the best of both worlds in a way. And still, there's still problems. There's still, centralized power and everything. But if we have to use some centralized stable coins, might as well have one that's fully backed directly by the Bank of England or the central bank of a country. Okay, so that's an interesting perspective. That's something that might happen in the future. The question is, are you better off having private stablecoins to be more optimized in certain areas, which then link back to a central bank ledger in some way? That's what I was talking about. Or should we provide the base for this? Anyway, so those are interesting prospects. What I like here is that it looks like the Bank of England is not opposing crypto. It's trying to work with crypto. As opposed to other governments that seem to be fighting against crypto. They say, no, all the money is mine, it's all mine. I'm the central bank. Okay? I think cooperation between central banks and the crypto markets would be a lot more productive than fighting against each other. Okay? Gone are the days where centralized power was the end all and be all of everything. Okay? You have countries that still think, okay, that the president of the country is God on earth or something. No, it doesn't exist anymore, okay? Wake up, this is the 21st century. Evolve or die, okay? Centralized countries will perish in the future. I guarantee that. You have to open up. You have to become more and more decentralized. You have to let decentralization take its natural place. It doesn't mean everything needs to be decentralized, but decentralization has its place in the financial world, and we need that. Okay, we need it, and I'm not gonna let anybody take over my rights to financial independence. Next, what's up? eBay snaps up NFT marketplace known origin. It looks like a big headline, but then when you look at the size of the marketplace, known origin, it says known origin has generated almost $8 million since launching in 2018. 8 million since 2018. That's not a lot of money, is it? Anyway, it's still it's a progress. It's still a good idea for eBay to have NFT marketplaces, since they don't want to become obsolete, because more and more stuff are going to be trading as NFTs in the future. Mark my words on that. Soon you'll be able to trade cars, houses, expensive watches, jewelry, anything. Anything human made is going to be linked to an NFT at some point. Okay, be able to trade those NFTs on marketplaces, and eBay wants to be one of those marketplaces, so at least that's forward thinking. So eBay and Known Origin announced a joint statement today that the e-commerce giant has acquired the NFT marketplace for an undisclosed sum. The move comes among a number of NFT marketplace acquisitions. Just yesterday, Uniswap Lab, we talked about that, said it was acquiring NFT aggregation platform Genie. In April, OpenSea, the largest NFT marketplace, acquired NFT aggregator Gem. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of that. Okay, more and more we're going to find that NFTs are going to be integrating with the real world. Okay, and they're going to have a lot more applications within the crypto community at various levels. Okay, it's not just going to be a little JPEG that you sell, you know, a little monkey or something. Known Origin is a UK-based platform that allows the buying and selling of NFT artwork. It runs on the Ethereum blockchain and allows artists to mint NFTs too. All right, so next item. This is kind of interesting. Now you have a hotline to call if you're the victim of a crypto crime incident. You call Chain Analysis, and they created a 24-hour hotline for businesses that fallen victim to crypto crimes such as ransomware attacks. They say they created the Crypto Incident Response Program to assist organizations that have been targeted by hackers and ransomware to recover their funds. So they're going to help try to find the money back. Okay, they're going to contact law enforcement and so on. They're going to work with law enforcement to try to get back your money if you're a company. Good morning from Texas. Good morning. Good evening from Thailand. All right, so yeah, you can post your comments and your questions down. I'm going to look at them after I finish the daily news, and we'll answer all your questions. It's an AMA, so ask me anything. It's cool. All right, next, what we got here? Oh, same page, sorry. All right, Singapore will crack down on bad crypto behavior. You better behave. Singapore is kind of fun. Singapore is about the size of my backyard, and it's interestingly a major financial market. Okay, a lot of people call it the Switzerland of the Southeast Asia. Not exactly true, but a lot of people are banking there. Because they have laws that are pretty good for certain types of financial transactions. Okay, it's also a tax haven. So if you have a company registered there and it operates only outside, if it generates income only outside of Singapore, that income is not taxable in Singapore. If you have income generated in Singapore, that is taxed in Singapore. So it's kind of an interesting tax haven in a country that doesn't sound like a tax haven, because Singapore has a very squeaky clean image. Okay, it's very well respected for that. It has a low corruption rate. It's not entirely corruption free, but it's a low corruption rate. Now, it's very cute the way they talk though. They're going to be brutal and unrelentingly hard on bad behavior in the crypto industry, they say. Watch out, okay? Don't do bad things in Singapore. Singapore is also the country where chewing gum is illegal. When you come in Singapore, they ask you if you have chewing gum. Okay, so if you're allowed about 2 packs of Wrigley chewing gum or Dentine chewing gum for personal use only. You cannot sell them. Yeah, it's very cute. So the Singapore Central Bank will be brutal and unrelentingly hard on bad behavior in the crypto industry, says the chief fintech officer at the Monetary Authority of Singapore. It says they're enforcing a painfully slow and extremely draconian due diligence process for licensing crypto businesses in order to protect the wider economy. Yeah, so you're gonna see here, Binance, the largest crypto exchange and trading volume, shut down its Singapore unit and dropped its application for a license after the MAS told it to stop all crypto transfers, simply because the rules are very, 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 very freaking strict in Singapore. Okay. Yeah, so it's not very good. And see here, it says 3 Hours Capital, the hedge fund that suffered heavy losses recently, said it will shut down its Singapore office and move to Dubai because the regulatory environment is very difficult. You see, that's the thing that I find cute with governments. Okay? If you're too restrictive, why the heck do you want me to do business there? I'm not. You're not the only country on the planet, and Singapore is about this size. Okay? Dubai is welcoming the crypto industry with open arms. Okay? I think a lot of companies are going to do like 3 Arrows. Okay? If Singapore shuts you down because of regulations, well, you're going to move in places where that are going to welcome you, right? And that's bad for Singapore because they're going to lose a lot of revenue. Employees that work at those offices will lose their jobs. Those jobs will move to other countries. The employees that work there pay taxes in Singapore. Not only that, they buy or they rent apartments in Singapore. Many of these apartments are owned by the government. Okay, they're losing revenue a lot by being too restrictive. Okay, and that's why I'm laughing at this. I think they're being a little bit too narrow-minded. Okay. Now, this is another funny thing here. These comments come after the collapse of the Terra UST stablecoin and the Luna coin in May. Do Kwon, and we saw this in a previous news article a few days ago. Do Kwon is trying to get a Singapore citizenship, and because South Korea will not let him exit the country with his Korean passport. Okay, because he's being sued in South Korea. Okay, for allegedly running a Ponzi scheme and defrauding millions of people in Korea. So Do Kwon, it's not looking good for him. But what I find ironic is that he's trying to move to a country, Singapore, that is having very, very, very strict crypto laws right now. Okay, and they say they're going to be brutal and unrelentingly hard on bad behavior in the crypto industry, and he's being sued for bad behavior in the crypto industry. Don't you find that ironic? I think it's very ironic. All right, welcome everybody. We're going to answer your questions after I finish those news here. Here's a new stablecoin coming up from your friends at Tether. They're going to issue a sterling peg stablecoin, the GBPT. So I think it's about time. Okay, all the major currencies of the world should have their own stablecoins. Okay, there's no point in having only US dollars backed stablecoins. We also saw that USDC is having a euro backed stablecoin. So now Tether is making a British pound backed stablecoin. Good news. I think it's good news. We need to have more of those. Of course, this is centralized. Okay, it's not perfect. And of course, Tether has issues. A lot of people are not sure how good the USDT backing is and blah, blah, blah. But at least it's a step in the right direction. It opens up the door for other companies to produce stable coins of other backed by other currencies. Next item is Aspen Creek Digital is now solar powered. Okay, they're adding also miners from Galaxy Digital and its new data center in western Colorado, which has a lot of sunshine. So again, for people that say that mining BTC is bad for the environment, well, bullshit. So I'm glad they managed to find the money to do this before everything crashed. Okay, they launched this in January, and they managed to get funding early on, because right now it would be difficult to find funding. But it's pretty good idea. Next item. All right, Coinbase shares slump with crypto prices as Binance US start zero-fee BTC trading. Okay, as you probably saw in a thumbnail, there's a big fat fight between Coinbase and Binance right now to take over the US market. Now, Coinbase has been around forever. Binance is a little bit newer, and Binance US is very new. But Binance has very deep pockets, and Coinbase is not doing too bad, but they were losing money last time I checked, and they had to fire about almost 20% of their workforce. Meanwhile, Binance is hiring. So this is going to be an interesting fight. Very interesting fight. My bets are on Binance US. Okay, I think the people at Binance are very clever. Okay, they're very, very smart people, and very savvy in terms of money as well. Okay, so yeah, I think it's going to be a tough fight for Coinbase. All right. So, what else? We don't talk too much about this. Oh, by the way, this is our friend Jerome Powell at the Federal Reserve says, watch out for the recession, it's coming. I already told you we were in a recession. Nobody believed me, but now finally the Fed chairman agrees with me. So it's got to be real now. All right. And yeah, I keep talking about Coinbase facing headwinds in the crypto downturn, especially in light of Celsius, Babel Finance, and a bunch of other companies like that are losing money right now. And most of them are centralized. Okay, you gotta remember that. So Coinbase centralized, Celsius centralized, Babel is centralized, and there's BlockFi as well is in trouble, and a bunch of other people. So, and they're all centralized institutions, okay, that have been using crypto one way or another to attract customers and entice them with very high yields, but they didn't explain to people that there was a lot of risk because they were using leverage. So you got to be careful with your leverage. We talked about leverage a lot here. So more on Coinbase. It says Coinbase chaotic day of job cuts follow rapid hiring spree. So see, this is what I'm saying, that I think people at Binance are a little bit more smart. Coinbase was on a hiring spree last year. Let's hire as many people as possible as fast as possible. And now it's like, oops, we're not making money this time. We're losing money. So we have to fire you guys that we just hired. That could have been avoided, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't look very, very convincing for me that the management knew what they were doing at that point. That's bad news. Okay, so I don't think Coinbase is going to shut down or anything like this. I mean, it's a big company. It's well funded. But, you don't just go on a hiring spree just to fire people 6 months later. It doesn't look good. And then, so here we keep talking about. This is Binance looking to hire 2,000 employees amidst the latest market decline. So we see here, Binance announces that the company has more than 2,000 roles available across the board. It says companies like Coinbase, Gemini Trust, and Crypto.com are performing major cutbacks and hiring freezes, as with many companies outside of the crypto world. Binance CEO CZ states that the company has saved its money and will now make the most of the crypto winter. I like that guy. He has foresight. Okay. We currently have more than 2,000 roles open for engineers, products, marketing to business development. The crypto space is still in early stages. Yes, it's infancy right now. It's like a baby and it can't even walk yet. Okay, and bull markets tend to care more about price, while bear markets have more value-conscious teams that continue to build the industry. We see this as a great time to bring on top talent. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is that a lot of companies are going to be firing people. Some of those people might be really, really good. And hopefully smart companies like Binance will snap them up when the market is down, because now you can hire top people cheaper, and there's no competition to hire them, to snap them out of your hands. Okay, it's a good time for smart companies, okay, to snap up top talent cheap. Okay, you do it during a recession when all your competition is losing money and they're having hiring freezes. It's very clever. CZ is smart. You like him or don't like him, the guy's clever. See, it says the current trend is downsizing. They keep talking all the companies that are downsizing, except Binance. Next, yeah, this is Binance taking off. What's happening? Binance now, this quick brief here. Binance Institutional, a platform for VIP and institutional users, has been launched by Binance. This is what I'm talking about, folks. Okay? Binance is smart. Okay, they're building now in a bear market, when we're having the beginning of a recession, when nobody else has any money. Okay, they're building platforms, okay, for the future. They see institutions, okay, have money. Okay, we're talking the big guys here. Okay, people like BlackRock, people like Vanguard. Okay, pension funds and things like that. Those guys have trillions of dollars sitting there not making any earnings right now because the interest rates have been too low for too long. Now they're seeing a little bit of light because, oh, now the bond market is picking up a little bit of interest rates, but the bonds that they already have now are losing value. The new bonds are getting more interest, but the old bonds that they have are depreciating because of the low interest that they had. They're losing money. Binance is coming up with a solution for them. Of course, they're not going to be able to convert their entire portfolio into crypto, but even if they can only put 1%, okay, of trillions and trillions of dollars, that's a lot of money. And Binance is ready for them. Very clever, Binance. Very, very clever. All right, time to answer your questions and look at your comments. So, post. So we have something to talk about, folks. Coinbase has the same clause as Celsius that say in the case they become insolvent, the users become their unsecured creditors. That's right. All centralized businesses, even Binance, okay, I'm pretty sure I would have to double check out their contracts, but as a general rule, if you put your money into a centralized institution like a bank, a trust company, an insurance company, a stockbroker, whatever, okay, Coinbase or Celsius or BlockFi or Gemini or name it, okay, you are an unsecured creditor. What does that mean? The secured creditors are the people that are listed as that they have a preference, okay, and a privilege of being paid first. Okay, for instance, if a bank, let's say Coinbase has a mortgage on its head office, okay, the bank is a preferred creditor because it is listed as as a first mortgage. The loan is a first mortgage, so it can force Coinbase to sell the building, okay, or it's going to grab the building and sell it, and it's going to pay itself first. All the other creditors, including people that deposited money, will come later. Okay, so that's what a first creditor is. The first creditor is the one that has the most secure loans, and typically those are like real estate and so on. Okay, and unsecured creditors were they're down the list, way down. Okay, and if there's anything left after you sell all the assets at Coinbase or Celsius or Binance or whatever, then you get the pocket change. Okay, if anything. Most of the time, the unsecured creditors don't get much, if anything at all, because the prime creditors and the secondary and so on get their hands on the cash first. Okay, so diversify. Okay, don't put all your money on a single entity. If they fail, like you were saying, a lot of them are failing right now, you're going to lose your money. Okay, Maynard says good morning from Texas. As I said, good evening from Thailand. Aldine says Singapore sucks about the DeFi protocol. You need VPN to use. Yeah, well, that's not the only country. Apparently, you have to use VPN in the US for a lot of stuff too, in Europe as well. So yeah, as I said, the more restrictive a government is, the more people will go elsewhere. Money flows, okay? And money will find a way to go where it's needed, okay? It doesn't matter what regulations you put in place, okay? And if you make the regulations too difficult, people will just walk away and go where they're going to be welcome. It's not difficult to understand. Also, whistleblowers on crypto Twitter are calling Nexo to be on the chopping block next. Yeah, probably. Again, it's a centralized organization. Nexo, if I'm not mistaken, had a lot of UST. They probably lost a lot of money there, and they probably leveraged their loan, their deposits somewhere to try to generate income, and probably some of those leverages are turning sour and are getting liquidated. All right, you guys have more questions? How many people are watching right now? Not too many. We've got 5 viewers. My God, wake up. We had a lot more people yesterday. We had like about 50 people at one point yesterday. So, yeah. If you have any more questions, we're going to answer them. If you got comments, I can comment on stuff as well. or not. All right, I'm gonna make it your last call. Otherwise, we're gonna shut down for the day, and we're going to come back tomorrow with more crypto news. I'm trying to make this a daily event. I'm trying to make it around the same time, give or take, in the morning, U.S. time, evening on the Bangkok time, so that a lot of people can watch it. So, and don't forget to like the video if you like it, okay? And if you don't like it, still hit the like button. This way, YouTube will send us more people to view the video. Otherwise, if you don't like any the videos, even if you like them, it's not helpful. Okay, YouTube's algorithm is very hungry for people that hit the like button. All right. Okay, so I guess there are no more questions, no more comments. That's it. All right, finish for today. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your comments during the AMA. You can also post comments on YouTube under the video, and I'll answer all of them. And you can also go on our Discord, post your comments here. I will answer, and you can also DM me on Twitter. All right, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.